Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Video Game Vibes podcast. You're here with me, as always, PatriotJax, and my boy, Grog Games. How are we doing on this fine Sunday afternoon for you, evening for me?
It is. Jax, wonderful to see you again. I'm always look forward to the pod. Pod listeners, hello to you as well. I'm doing good. I'm doing very good. Jax, I actually did stuff this weekend. Believe it or not.
Oh yeah, that.
You know how like normally I sit in my house and I just do YouTube or video games? Well, I did stuff this weekend. It was crazy.
Okay, let's hear it. What stuff?
So for my wife and I have like birthdays near each other. So for a like combined birthday gift, we did a date.
What did you do on your date?
We had a date where we went to a play. Actually, I was gonna say where it was, but I don't want to say where.
Yeah.
We had a date where we went to a play and had dinner, and we saw The Prom.
Nice.
Have you seen that one, The Prom? It's a.
I've not.
No. Okay, it's pretty good.
I have seen very few like
Plays or
musicals, I guess, and plays and stuff. Yeah.
It's also a movie too. That one, but.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I can't. Is it good?
Yeah, it's good. It was way better than the movie. James Corden's in the movie, and that's no good.
Yeah, not. It's a shame. Like, I used to really like James Corden. Back in his Gavin and Stacey days, and then like when all that stuff came out about how in real life he's basically like
a terrible person,
a terrible person. Like from the multiple accounts that you hear about it, yeah, it's a shame.
No, I'm mad about it too, because like the first time I saw him was on Doctor Who, because he had a side character in an episode. And he actually came back a couple times. He was in Matt Smith's season. And I was like, hey, that's James Corden. He's good.
Yeah,
I remember him.
I
was like, oh my gosh, that's the guy from Doctor Who. Anyway, it was dumb. Apart from that, Jax, I have our first ever podcast shout out, I would like to say.
Oh, mate, hit me.
Okay, so yesterday.
Tell everyone.
Yesterday, it's sort of sad, but a couple of my friends are moving and going to California. So we had like this little get together at a local meadery. Have you been to a meadery before, Jax? No. Okay. It was super cool. Shout out to White Bear Meadery in St. Paul. So if you ever are near the cities in Minneapolis and Minnesota, St. Paul, go maybe check it out. It's super cool. It's like meadery is like wine made with honey. You know what mead is, though, right?
Meat is like meat.
No, mead. MEAD.
Oh, mead.
Mead.
I was literally like a meatery. No. Like, so what is there? Just like tons and tons of just meat everywhere, like a buffet of like a market of meat. That was my head. I was like, looking at all this like raw beef and chicken, and that was in my head. That was what I was thinking. So mead. Okay, that's much more.
Oh my god!
That align with your channel and stuff, of course. Yes. A meadery.
Yeah, you know what's hilarious though is when we were driving up there, I was talking to my wife and she said the same exact thing that you just said. She was like, "What do you mean we're not gonna go eat a bunch of meat?"
Yeah. Literally, I've been sitting there thinking, "Oh, okay, I guess like you're gonna have to break it down. Maybe have some meatballs, just as a starter, and then get into some steaks.
Just a big lamb shank.
Have a bit of lamb, like some kebabs. Just go through. Like you would be full by the end of the day. That's for sure.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to move.
Yeah, 100%. I don't even know if I could do it. I just get meat sweats the whole entire time. But just real...
Yeah, something like that's actually probably unhealthy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's probably not good at all.
So what's the meadery?
Yes, so just really quick, back to the meadery. So it's... essentially, mead is... I don't know everything because I'm not a brewer or whatever, but it's essentially like wine mixed in with honey and other spices or certain things. But it's not necessarily wine because it's, brewed a little bit differently. But this place is super cool because it's Viking based, because mead is what Vikings used to drink. So it's just like it's like Viking decorations everywhere. They have like little goblets you can buy and stuff too. It's like a mead hall. And then we were in like this party room, which was like it was like Loki's lounge or something like that, and it had like decorations from like Loki, like from Marvel, and then like also from like Norse mythology and stuff. And they had this. One of my friends bought a like sampler, so they brought out like this giant wooden board, and it was numbered so you could tell like what was what, but it just had like 24 little meads on it. And it was like huge, so they put it in the center of the table, and we were all just trying all the different meads, and it was really fun. I'm actually gonna pop this one open right now just to
is that a mead?
This is a mead.
One?
Yes, this is actually one of the weaker ones, but it's good. It's called Finner's Bite. Anyway, yes, I just wanted to shout it out because it was a fun time.
There you go, guys. That's what mead is. A meadery.
You learned something today, Pod.
I do wonder if it's maybe your accent or just the way you say mead, and it almost comes out like meat.
Made. Anyway,
mead.
Jax, how are you doing? Anything new with you lately?
I saw the Mario film.
Yo, yes.
The Mario movie.
Okay.
Yeah, I went with my my brother and my nephew, which was really cool. He really enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty decent. Like I was impressed. Like I'm not, as I say, I'm never like a Mario person. Never grew up playing the Mario games or anything.
Yeah, we've talked about how you like Sonic more. Yeah.
I'm the Sonic guy compared to the Mario guy. You know, that's just how I grew up. But I thought it was good. You know, they had a whole Mario Kart part of it, which was really well done. I thought. I thought all of the voice actors, all of them were really good. And I don't want to. I'm not someone that usually tries to just agree with the consensus, you know, because you're not thinking yourself then. But listening to Chris Pratt as Mario, I just wasn't sold on his Mario voice.
Okay,
like, his was the only like he kind of took me out of. I just didn't vibe with Mario's voice in the film. Everyone else was great, you know. Jack Black, really good as Bowser.
Jack Black's amazing.
Anya Taylor-Joy as Peach, that worked. And there were some really good moments with Donkey Kong. I don't know who played Donkey Kong, but he was
Seth
really good
Rogen
as well. What was it? Oh, okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, no, it was. I say there was some really good bits in it. There was this. It's probably something that Mario people know, but it was basically right. There was Luigi was locked up. Oh, spoilers, guys! Spoilers. Luigi was locked up for like a decent chunk of it.
You're right.
And in the prison area with him was this weird, like super manic depressed star.
Yeah, I've heard of that in the movie.
Yeah, it's like super like it's got like a super high pitched voice, but just talking about like how. It kept repeating stuff like, "Oh, I'm wishing for like the end of my life," basically asking to be killed and stuff. And I was like, "This is like for this Mario movie. It's like those jokes are definitely for the adults in the room." Because I was a bit like, this super depressed star just asking for the sweet release of death and stuff. I was just like, where has this come from? It was hilarious, and I don't know if it's from like a Mario game or anything, but it made me laugh. That was the best part for me.
Yeah,
gotta say.
A couple people that I've heard from also said that was like the best thing that was in the movie. Was there?
I don't see.
Was there no other adult jokes, or was that like the main one?
I think that was it for the most part. Like it was generally quite sort of straightforward the rest of the way. But I am kind of looking forward to, because Nintendo's already confirmed they're doing a bunch of films of their IPs.
I think we talked about this last time, didn't we?
Oh, did we talk about it and how it's going to lead to an Avengers-style Super Smash Bros. Film? I think that would be really good, because they could just do a tournament, like a Super Smash Bros. Tournament, and then all of the characters leading into this. I think it could be really good, man. I'm really excited anyway.
We'll see. I feel like they could do that, but at the same time, like, they would have to make a plot. If they were... let's just back up. No, you brought it up, so we're going to talk a minute about a Super Smash Bros. Movie possibility. Okay. So, first off, you think that the lore would just be, like, from Brawl or something, or, like, the last one that was on Switch? They just copy that and put it in a movie format?
Not necessarily, because the film is obviously it's all their adaptations.
Yeah.
So they're going to do like a Metroid film and all that stuff. So they have to tie in whatever parts of those stories they do into a Super Smash. Surely they're going to do a Super Smash thing somewhere down the line to bring all these people together, because it's the new thing to do after the MCU and all of that. But they could just build like a big bad who's going to destroy all of the different universes, because it was referenced. Yeah,
Master Hand.
Master Hand, exactly. Like they've already referenced in the Mario film something. Peach said something about, that was it. She said something like, there's so many galaxies in this universe.
No way.
And I was
they
like,
teased it?
That's absolutely a hint.
Oh, God.
Obviously all of Nintendo stuff is set in the same universe. Of course they're going to do it, mate. Of course they are. Come on.
Okay, well, I didn't know about that. You're probably absolutely right now. Interesting. Okay.
They absolutely are. And I'm looking forward to it whenever that happens, because I'm kind of like, just on the Marvel side of it real quick, I didn't actually realise, but I'm kind of really done with Marvel stuff. I'm not really interested in watching any of it. I think I've got like Marvel fatigue. So I'm kind of burnt out on watching Marvel stuff. So I wouldn't mind seeing something new. And if it's Nintendo, it's great. Be very interested to see what they do with The Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
It'll just be quite interesting.
Well, yeah, we won't talk too much about that because we talked about that last time. But what I want to bring up, if they did a Metroid movie, do you think it would be a horror movie? Because it should, right?
I would very much love to see like a proper like sci-fi thriller.
Yes.
For Samus and Metroid, but something tells me because it's Nintendo,
they won't.
It will. It's the same way that MCU keeps things for the most part like PG.
Yeah.
I think Nintendo will do the same thing to capture that young audience as well. To not kind of, if you make it like I'd love to see a Metroid horror film.
Yeah,
that would be so
just
cool.
a PG-13 Metroid film would be it'd be pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie, like not necessarily anything that bad, but like I don't know. Well, no, hold on a second. Let's back up. What is the Five Nights at Freddy's film rated? It's not rated yet, right? But is it going to be...
I was going to say, I'm not sure.
Rated...
I reckon it's probably like a... Well, in the UK, they have like 12A or 15 or 18.
Right.
And 12A is like 12 accompanied with an adult sort of thing. Or adult advisory or something.
Okay, so that's like PG-13 for us, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. But, yeah, I mean, I guess that's... I don't know. We'll see, I guess. That's a whole different matter, though, because I suppose that Metroid in itself isn't horror. And
no, but short answer, probably not.
Yeah, you just would love to see it.
Which is a shame. But there could be some really good films that come out of it.
Yeah. I'm a Captain Falcon film. No, I'm just kidding. They probably would. I don't know. They can't do everyone, right?
Why not?
I don't know.
In theory, why not? They could they've planned it out. Right, yeah, anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll move on from there. Just to get it out of the way, Jax. Just because the audience will, someone's gonna ask at some point. I am still playing RuneScape. My progress is unfounded.
Who was going to ask that?
There's tons of people out there super interested in it.
Okay, fair enough.
I currently became a member last week, so there's a lot for me to do.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes.
You pulled the trigger.
I did. It's so overwhelming right now, but I'm having so much fun with it. Like, a lot. I'm doing, like, all these quests, because, like, I basically beat free-to-play, and then I... was a pretty high level, and it's really weird because it's different from like starting from level 1 and being a member right away. Like I'm doing all these quests and like opening up new areas and stuff, but like not gaining many levels because I'm such a high level enough as it is. But I'm just trying to get the lay of the land, getting my My member levels up like Slayer and Herbalism and stuff, but it's good. It's fun.
Don't forget to flex on all those non-members, mate.
Yeah, I did get to flex on non-members. Although I respect them highly because it's still a lot of fun being a non-member. Just saying. And just a sneak peek, Jax did mention something before the podcast about how he may join me in RuneScape.
I said I was going to, and I will try. If you remind me, I'll do it this week. I'll create a new account.
We have a clan.
I would love to have found the original account that I had, but I've no idea even what the email address is because it was that long ago. Probably doesn't even work, to be fair.
Yeah, it's okay. It's probably like a completely brand new from when you last played anyway, so you probably want to go at it from scratch anyway. Because like even the like regular RuneScape, they have so many updates that you'll be like, I don't even know what this is anymore.
Okay.
Not in a bad way. It's just little
cool.
details, not necessarily the core function of the game has changed or anything.
But do you know what I am playing at the minute?
Yes, what are you playing?
I know that there's going to be plenty of people that are going to be asking how I'm getting on in Elden Ring.
I'm asking.
I'm over 130 hours.
Amazing.
Again, I still can't believe that I've said that because I never thought, with the amount of finite time I have in my life, that I'd be able to play a game for over 130 hours. But here we are. Yeah, I'm at the capital. I've made it.
You're still not as far as me.
Probably not. I've started looking at how to do actual quests and stuff because I want to. I'm trying to follow Rani's quest line.
Oh.
So I'm trying to do that, but like it's quite difficult because a lot of stuff. If you end up progressing past a certain point, it changes how you do the quest. Like you have to, like someone you would look for, like say when you would initially start the quest, they're actually not there, and they're somewhere else, and you have to go find them. It's a lot of
or they're dead.
A lot of investigating, or they're dead. But it's going really well because obviously I did my faith build. I transformed from my strength build to my strength faith build via my video about John Ward from Faith the Unholy Trinity being in Elden Ring.
I didn't watch it, but I saw that on my feed from you.
It was fun to do, and I did have a comment that said I should try doing that with like other characters from games and just putting them in Elden Ring. And like creating some sort of weird alternate
bridge
universe
between fandoms.
I only have so many larval tiers though. I can't keep respecking the character. But I'm enjoying the faith build, I gotta say. I'm just annoyed that I sold some of the weapons previously.
So
there should be an option to get those weapons back. They should have patched something in. I really like. I would appreciate that. I'll pay double. I don't care. Got plenty of rune farms now. So.
I think that's part of the hardness of the game is like there's no take-backsies and certain NPCs just die or disappear or whatever at certain times. But hey, that adds to the replayability, right?
Exactly. And Grog has also said that he's going to jump back in so we can play some Elden Ring together.
Yes.
I need your help to beat the Godskin Apostle. I want to beat the Godskin Apostle because he's got a black flame attack, incantation that I need, that I want for my build.
Have I beat him? I don't know if I've beat him.
I've beat. There's at least two that I've seen. And there's one at the basement of I forget what it's called. In a basement in this giant ass tower. And then there's another one at the top of the windmill towns. Oh, I beat him.
Yeah, I beat that guy too at the dancing ladies at the windmill town. That was hilarious.
And creepy. That was genuinely creepy walking through all that.
That was the creepiest thing I've seen.
But there's another Godskin Apostle in a boss room that I just can't beat, and it's really frustrating.
Okay.
And there's also quite a strong enemy just outside, where your grace is, in between that and the boss door is quite a strong enemy as well, so he takes some flasks as well. So
we'll have to look into it because I get how the multiplayer works exactly. I thought we could only do dungeons and stuff. So if he's in the overworld, I don't know if I can help you.
Really? Oh, you're joking.
I'm pretty sure. We'll double check on that, or someone in the comments will yell at us. But I thought it was only dungeons, at least from what I've played in multiplayer.
What, like just the catacombs? Because that's freaking lame. You know, they all look the same, the freaking catacombs. But anyway, but yeah, that's what I've been playing. Been playing a bit of the Resident Evil 4 remake,
right?
Which I'm enjoying greatly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Give us a quick follow-up. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it. I've just beaten. I've talked about him before. He was one of the guys that I was actually afraid of because it was like one of the few scary parts of the original game. The Verdugo, which is like the alien xenomorph area in the sewers.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's certainly upscaled, and he's much creepier even than before. But he was just tougher to beat. Like the game so far, I've really enjoyed the game.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed Leon and Ashley. Definitely both sort of upgrades in terms of their characters and stuff. The gameplay is just very much the same from like the other new ones from the Resident Evil engine. They got a parry system now, which is good. Like it I was about to say it almost doesn't work, but it does work because there was. So basically, your knives have durability issues.
Oh.
And the reason they put that in is because you would essentially be able to parry almost every attack from anyone ever.
Yeah.
So you have to have that in there. And as much as it was frustrating early on, I really appreciate the fact that they actually have that durability thing, because otherwise you cheese the game with just parrying.
Yeah.
And it's really not that difficult to parry either. But I've enjoyed which sections they've kept and which areas they've sort of blended together and that. And it's still like very long as a game. Like it's still a decent chunk of time. I think I'm probably either half or 3/4 of the way there. Like I think I'm nearing the end of the castle section.
And how many hours did you put in it so far?
Let's ask Steam.
Let's ask Steam. Steam knows everything.
Steam. Mate, Steam knows everything.
While you're looking that up,
right, okay.
I just thought like the parry mechanic, isn't that going to be wild for speedruns?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Like, I wish I could. Like, I have no interest in speed.
I don't either.
I don't follow any speed. I know you love it. I have no interest in it. I really have a thing about games being completed as if I'm in that world.
Okay.
And I know that sounds stupid.
No, it doesn't sound
to an extent, but it's like I try and immerse myself in that thing as much as possible. Back when I had more time, like back in the day, I would and the thing with Resident Evil games as well, it's like I wouldn't put it on too hard a difficulty, mostly because I'm a scrub. But the other reason is the other reason is because I don't think if you shoot a zombie in the head like 8 times, it takes 8 times to take them down.
Yeah.
Arguably, like you see in the films, it should be like one shot. You shoot them in the head, they go down. And for me, that's sort of how it should be. But anyway.
For me, if there is a zombie apocalypse, I hope they get shot once and die.
Oh my god. I hope they're Resident Evil zombies as well. 25 hours. 25.
Oh, and you're like a halfway done, you said?
I would say halfway to about 3/4.
Okay.
Is probably about right.
Wow, I did not know that, because I thought you said the storyline was like 16 hours or something before. Are you just doing like everything?
I think the origin
side quests?
I am looking. I am tried to do everything. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So yeah.
Oh.
But no, I'm really enjoying it. I don't know. Like looking back on what I said before about like Game of the Year, I actually don't know about that. Especially,
oh really?
After we talked about Tears of the Kingdom and that goddamn trailer that they just put out. It's probably the best trailer I've ever seen for a video game.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a better trailer for a game.
Oh, for a game? Oh no, I don't.
Like, can you think of like a video game trailer that, like, you just and you're like, what? Like the best trailer for a video game? I honestly think that Tears of the Kingdom trailer, that last one, was the best video game trailer I've ever seen.
It was very cinematic, yeah. I think that's why it was so good.
The music slapped, obviously.
obviously.
But you know, we talked about it last time.
Yeah, we talked about it already, guys. Stop asking.
Yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, no, move on.
Speaking of new stuff, though, one other thing that I have been playing recently on my Tuesday streams, Grog Games YouTube, go ahead and subscribe, just saying. I've been playing the Cult of the Lamb update, which is massive. It is called...
I heard about this on TikTok.
Yeah, it's called Relics of the Old Faith. Did you see all the stuff that's on it? Or like what's been added and everything? Or how much do you know about it?
No, I saw the devs for them put out a TikTok basically saying they were blown away by the reaction and support to the game, that they put out this massive chunk of free DLC.
Yeah.
Just to sort of say thank you and stuff, which is really cool. You love to see that from developers.
Yeah, and I supported them by buying the $5 DLC, which is just like a couple new skins and stuff, but we need to support them when they do awesome stuff like that. But essentially, what they said was like, this is what we wanted the game to be if we had like enough time. So that's why they did it, and also to thank everyone, which is super cool. But just really quick to talk a little bit about it, they revamped old boss fights and enemies. There's a whole new post game. They added like this new relic system, which I actually don't know a ton about yet, because at the time of this recording today for us, I've only streamed it once. So I've only got like 3 hours into it, and we were putzing around and not really doing stuff. we were like just chilling, because like on my streams I name all the villagers after everyone in chat.
That's right. Yeah.
So we're constantly being like, am I still alive? Or like, okay, who wants to go on a quest? And then I send someone to go out on a quest. And then like there's little stuff that you can do that's like, you can do rituals and everything. And one of them is like a fight pit. So people in my chat constantly want to fight each other, which is really hilarious. And then afterwards, you can do like a thing like Roman. Oh my God, what's it called? Like Greek mythology, when they were like fighting to the death, and then like Caesar or whatever goes like up or down for who dies. There's like a yes or no button after the fight, so you could spare them, or you could have the loser just die. It's like such an entertaining game to stream. It's like amazing. It's spectacular. But I
do want to get it on the Switch, I think.
Yeah.
Like when it drops in, when there's a sale, I think I definitely want to pick it up.
You'll still enjoy, like regardless of if you stream it or if you're a creator, you'll enjoy the game 100%. It is freaking fantastic. But they added like all these new things. They added like new NPCs, new buildings, boss rushing dungeon gauntlet. I think there's like a hard mode now. Like, there's, like, all this new stuff that we have to explore. So I basically have to beat the game again. And last time it took me, like, 7 streams. So we'll see what happens this time. But I'm super excited. And they added a bunch of little followers, too, which is nice.
Nice. Do you know what else is nice?
What?
Grog Games' new haircut, mate.
See you. Thank you, buddy. Yeah.
Very nice, mate.
I got it, last week or something. Yeah, I don't know. I got it, before we hung out last, so yeah, it's good. It went short on the sides, so my hair grows way too long. Yeah. Do you
so jealous every time.
Still though, I mean, you get to wear cool beanies. What are you talking about?
I mean, is nothing stopping you, mate.
Not what I meant. Oh, it's so good. But yeah, love Cult of the Lamb. Awesome indie classic. You guys should play it, or at least watch me play it. So, just saying.
Do you know another cool indie game that I wish I played when all the hype was there and when it released? But I'm playing it now. You recommended it to me. Inscryption.
Yes, let's talk about it a little bit more.
So I think I'm literally at the final boss battle, if you like. I've been streaming it basically, and it's been one freaking wild ride. I'm happy to talk about spoilers. I don't care. Go play the game.
Still worth buying.
Absolutely. But the game starts out as like some sort of creepy card game, You're in sort of a cabin in the woods.
Yes.
But there's you can get up from the playing table and look around. There's some weird stuff going on. There's like little puzzles and stuff. But obviously the card game itself, I was so invested in it.
Right.
In the initial what they call Act 1, where you're playing with the beast cards and you're playing against Leshy, who's the scribe.
Yeah.
I got so into that. And then this completely out of the blue shift in what happens, in that we're actually playing as a card pack opening video YouTuber guy.
Yeah.
And so he's been playing a game of Inscryption that he found on a floppy disk that he saw the coordinates of in a pack of Inscryption cards, which is like it's crazy. Like it's really good. It gives me Doki Doki vibes to an extent, like but that was really cool. And then the game became an RPG Maker game. You're still playing the card game, but it's completely different. Like aesthetically,
it's like pixelated.
It's all
yeah,
it's like a pixelated RPG Maker game for a little while. And I thought that was okay, but I really missed
the first stage.
I missed the aesthetic of the beast mode and stuff. I really did. And now I think this is the final act, the third act, when it's back in 3D, but it's like a robot set of cards. They're all robotic, and the aesthetic is all sort of autonomous, like robots and stuff like that, and the aesthetic's like sci-fi futuristic and that, which is okay.
Yeah, it's alright.
But I think what kind of annoyed me is that, forgetting the deck that I built up in Act 1 in the Beast mode, I built up a deck in the RPG Maker game too, which is a deck that combines all 4 different types of...
Oh, you did? Really?
Yeah, no, yeah, so you choose a deck at the start, and I chose the Undead deck.
Yeah.
But you get booster packs when you like find stuff, or when you beat different enemies in that. And I got loads of beast cards, and I was like, I liked you from before, I'm going to have you. And my deck just ended up being half undead and half beast cards.
Oh, right, because there's synergy with the bones, right? From the undead with the beasts?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. I was going to ask how you combined all 4, because, like, I remember the magic cards were so hard to use, like, in comparison to other ones.
Yeah, so you could only have 20 cards in your deck. That's why I didn't bother with the robots, or the magic cards just confused me. Yeah. I was just like, I ain't got the time to learn about this. I only just worked out how all the beast cards and the totems and stuff worked.
I barely beat Leshy. Don't throw more stuff at me.
And now it didn't even... Well, mate, I kicked Leshy's ass. I beat him first time. Like, don't... Like, Leshy, mate, he deserved to die. So yeah, we're in the final act. But, like, you get a brand new deck of just like robot cards, and I was just a bit like, but as the act has gone on, the deck's gotten better and things have happened, and I got really into it sort of towards the end, and I'm at the end now, and I'm looking forward to seeing how the game sort of resolves itself. I'm also kind of really hoping that there's like an endless mode for like each act, so I could just basically, if I wanted to, I could just keep playing Act 1 over and over.
So
is that
yeah, so here's the
okay,
the other weekend, after we had talked about it on the pod, I really wanted to play Inscryption, and it was late at night, and I may have had a couple adult beverages. But what happens is I wanted to play that first act, because I agree with you completely. The first act is amazing. It's the best part of the game.
It's easily the best part of the game, yeah.
The thing is, the game sort of soft locks you. So, like, I was in Act 2, and I couldn't start a new game to get back to Act 1.
No, because you can't. Because it's not the start of the game, technically, is it?
So, like, I popped in, and I was like, I don't remember this deck at all. I don't know what's going on. It's way too confusing. But, however, they did realize that first act everyone loves so much, so I don't know if you have to revert or update the game. You have to do something with the game format or whatever it is, like 1.2 or something. But there is a built-in mode for just the first part of the game that's infinite, and you can just continue to play that.
That's the way you should be, because you could then, you could keep building up your deck and choosing. Yeah, that's absolutely what they should do.
Yeah, and they did do that.
And I also, good. So I'll look forward to that, because that's. I'm not a huge card game person, just in general, especially like I'm just sound like a boomer, like digital card game. Like, I don't know what you call it, like video games that are card games. Like, there's a word for that, and it is literally eluding me right
E-card?
now.
I don't know. I can't think of it either.
But I was so into that first act, so much so that I was looking online to see if there was in real life inscription cards, because I wanted
they
to buy.
They do have them,
I
think, don't they?
I saw a bunch of like fan versions, because presumably they didn't. And I'm like, how would you not, if the game was that successful, bring out like a limited amount of inscription decks like that? You would absolutely do that, wouldn't you?
Yeah. No, I want one, and I thought they had a board game set for it, or unless maybe you're correct that it's fan made. But I saw one at one point.
I looked for like ones on Etsy and stuff, because I couldn't see like an official one. I want to buy an official one, you know.
Yeah, we'll see if they can.
Because the cards are so cool.
They're
so cool.
It would just be cool to have. 3D.
Yeah, just exactly. You're not going to play the game. Just be cool to have.
All right, I'm going to tell you something quick, and you are welcome to do a video on it, because I was going to eventually, but
oh dear.
So one of the people in my streams told me about an online site that is Undertale. It's called Undercards, and it's an Undertale card game.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know if you want to check it out, because as we've talked about before, you're really big on Undertale. So maybe that could be another card game or whatever to get you hooked on.
Is that real? Are they like a real deck
that Toby Fox
or is it just online?
Did, or what do you mean?
Well, are they? Could I get real cards?
Oh no, it's an online game. Okay. I was just trying. I thought of it, and I thought I'd mention it to you because I thought you might want to know.
I'd hope it's as creative. Like, see, for me now, Inscryption's kind of set the bar for like card games that I might play in the future. And
yeah,
I've got to say, I just to wrap this bit up, I'm blown away by the game. Like, I think it's fantastic, and I genuinely didn't expect, like, because everyone said it's got great lore and stuff, and that's why I should play it, and then I can talk about the lore and the theories and stuff. But just the game itself, I didn't think I would be into the card game side of it as much as I was, and I just want to keep playing it, like I say. So I'm looking forward to playing an infinite version of Act 1 for like an entire stream. That could be good.
Act 1's so good. Yeah, once I figure out how to do it all, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
One last thing that we need to talk about, which I'm very excited for, actually. Jax, do you know about the Markiplier film that is coming out? Iron Lung. Have you heard about this?
As I say, I saw the tweet, that he put out. Because people had sort of been saying, like, oh, sort of, where's Markiplier been, sort of thing. And people were speculating that he was, filming in the Five Nights at Freddy's film that's obviously coming out. But no, he's directing and starring in the Iron Lung film.
He has a lead role, and they actually finished filming, so it's done now.
Oh, wow, it's done.
And it's an indie film. So I don't know how they're gonna show it or whatever. I don't think it's gonna be in theaters or anything. But they are done with it. And he said he came out with a video like yesterday or something that I watched it late last night. I don't remember everything, but he said that he was editing it, I guess, which is interesting. But he's done with it, and I'm super excited. So Iron Lung, for those of you that don't know, it is an indie game where you are essentially in a submarine. And your goal is to go through this terrible horror underwater sea in a submarine, and you can't see out of the submarine at all. You're just supposed to look at this control pad, and go through these coordinates. It's like, go to this place up here and then take a picture. So you can take pictures that are like on this old-timey-ish device where it like prints out the picture really slowly in black and white. So you can technically see outside like that, but you can't. There's no windows or anything. There was like a forward window when you submerge, but you close that right away, which is fantastic metaphor. So you can take pictures and see outside that way, but otherwise you're just alone in this iron lung essentially. And it's a crazy horror game. And it was even more crazy for Markiplier because he hates the ocean, as most people know at this point. Do you not know that?
Okay. No, I didn't. I haven't played the game. I think I watched I watched a video talk, like they were breaking down the game itself and why it was so good. So isn't there some kind of sea creature that, like, I'm trying to think where the horror actually comes from? Or is it just about the loneliness and? No,
there is something. Okay,
there is something.
There's something after you the whole time. So you have a radar system. The things
That's
that beeps.
Right, a radar. Yeah,
and it'll beep and it'll be like, oh, something's there, but you can't do anything about it. You don't have guns on your submarine. Yeah. The whole point is you're like a prisoner that they sent on an expedition down, and if you succeed, then you can supposedly get your freedom or whatever, I think is the plot of it. By the way, the creator of the game is David Szymanski, I believe, is how you pronounce his last name?
Szymanski.
And
he's done a lot of indie games.
Yeah.
He's done a lot of indie horror stuff.
I was going to mention it. We talked about it briefly in another episode, but he did that Dusk game that you have, I believe.
Oh, he done Dusk?
He did Dusk. And that other game you were talking about that was like the run and gun shooter one. That one. Where you're in hell.
Ultra Kill?
No, it's like similar to that. I can't remember. I'll have to look it up.
It's one of the ones in the New Blood publisher.
Yeah. But anyway, yes. So maybe that I don't know. If you wanted to play that, I know you're trying to wean away from horror games, but
no, that is not true.
No, it's not true. I thought it was. Did you tell me you wanted to a little bit?
It depends on the law and if I have the stomach to play it or not. So maybe I should play Iron Lung.
Yeah. That's I'm trying not to spoil it, but yes, I think you should play Iron Lung.
Okay.
I think it's completely worth it.
Is it really scary? It doesn't seem like it, to be fair.
No, you can handle it.
No,
you can handle it.
Good.
Yeah. It's not anything over the top. So, but yeah, that's another something to look forward to. Super cool to see indie game representation in media. So, we don't have a ton of that.
No, I still think video games have a bit of a stigma to like everyone outside of like the internet and the video game sort of world, if you like. Still kind of, there are still people that see it as, oh, video games cause violence, or video games, like, you're just wasting time when you're playing them, there's no benefit to playing them, all that sort of rubbish, all that boomer talk. So I think adaptations for your camera's doing it.
Yeah, it's fine. Keep going. I'm keeping this in.
I do think the adaptations of like the AAA games and stuff are really starting to help sort of push that away and push that stigma aside. Yeah. Because video game industry makes more money than film and TV, so take it seriously.
Yeah. It should be a serious thing and should be represented in a.
I look forward to Five Nights at Freddy's as well.
That's
going to be so. I think they're going to do it so well. Like, I'm very not worried about it being a bad film.
That's good.
Yeah, maybe that's too much early like hype and stuff, but I really trust Blumhouse.
Yeah,
the films they've made are really good. Like, really up my street. Like, looking forward to it for sure.
Yeah, Blumhouse is always good. Jax, anything else that we need to talk about today on our lovely podcast? I think we did a lot of vibing.
Yeah, No, it's just nice to just chat about whatever.
It's nice.
Let us know, you guys, what you actually think about the vibing out episodes compared to just the deep dive into a particular game.
Yeah.
So I'm genuinely curious to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, if you guys just like the rambles, laughing at ridiculous topics, let us know compared to our other
the frequent game updates about RuneScape and Elden Ring. We continue to just talk about.
Someone out there is like, bro, I want to know how much further he got. Someone's gonna be like, Jax got to the capital. That's amazing. He's making progress. He's really doing it.
Slowly but surely, I'm etching away. I'll get there in the end.
But thank you, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful day. We have been Video Game Vibes. I am Grog, and this is Jax. Jax, why don't you send us out on one of your famous good?
What are you saying?
I don't know. I was trying to do a goofy ending. Why don't you give us a wisdom of advice before
advice?
Go out here, yeah. Oh,
I'm still thinking.
Yeah. Just say don't do drugs.
Don't do. That's so lame. I'm thinking in Elden Ring. I'm thinking.
Like video game advice.
I'm thinking like you can't die 1,000 times if you don't play the game to begin with.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yep, that's it. Bye.